Send and close and full screen. Let's go, baby.
Look, that stream just so I can keep track.
Nothing can stop me.
Nothing can stop me. I'm
On the way up. For the
that one I am familiar with. Wish I could just look at chat. I don't even want to see the stream.
That would be dope. Can you? I mean, no, actually, well, not on your phone. I don't know what you can do on your computer. But
it don't matter. It's all good.
Wait, so we all get in here. Welcome to a historic game here. Battle between 2-1 seeds. Austin's 15-2 Patriots. Allen's 15-2 Cardinals. Will Austin get his 10th ring, Cmass, his 10th ring? Or will Allen join the Hall of Champions to close this cycle? As you all just heard, I am joined by the godfather of BLN. Cmass, how's it going?
I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. All right, it's going all right, man. How about you?
Doing fantastic. This is, as we see, everyone getting hyped there. This is a pretty interesting matchup. It's probably one of the more unexpected one seed versus one seed matchups I can think of, probably in BL history. Now, I didn't have necessarily Allen or Austin as the favorites coming out of their conferences. Especially not Allen. I thought Warren would kind of walk his way to another one, honestly. But here we are. It's going to be Timmons and the Justin Herbert-led New England Patriots to get the ball. I don't know how much you've played Austin. I don't know how much you've watched Austin. What do you think his offensive keys to the game are to win?
Yeah, man. I mean, I've played Austin pretty much every season because we're division winners usually. Mm-hmm. And, once he got Herbert, he was already, an excellent passer. But Herbert with that pass lead elite takes him to another level. Austin's offense, it's never a question of what's happening. He's looking for those outside routes. He's looking for those seams. So hitting those corners, hitting those seams, and if not there, I'll go ahead and dump it down to the running back. He's usually looking for that. If you're not covering the flat hard, he's just going to hit that running back all day long. He doesn't care. He'll take those 7-8 yards every time. So, I mean, that's his key to the game. Allen's going to have to find a way to keep an eye on his tight end because he loves hitting those corner routes to the tight end and then making sure those flats are covered. And he should be fairly solid if you do that.
A diving panic tackle there by 97, the AI. 97 there prevents, so it would have been potentially a big gain on the stretch. And CJ Uzomah, like you said, that is the most targeted player on this team, the man with the most catches, I think 127 on the year. And Austin's, he's always been explosive this cycle, but he's become efficient this season, and that's really been the difference between him, flaming out early in the playoffs to what we're seeing now, which is, being, I would say, probably the slight favorite for a Super Bowl here. Really good usering intercepted by the safety, and Will this way pick six. It is not. Herbert on his first throw throws it right to Buda Baker, as maybe that was a little bit of the Max Crosby effect, but a bad read by Austin to open up.
Yeah, not great. I mean, I've seen if Matt Crosby or anybody on the defensive line has under pressure, that's like the best way to beat Austin. That's how I have success with him. Austin never goes on conservative, so he will fumble if you go for the strips a lot. That's just a fantastic play by AI there. Buda Baker is just a hell of a player in real life, hell of a player in Madden. He'll go ahead and make a play there and basically steals that first possession and go ahead and into the 40-yard line now.
Kareem Hunt almost able to hit the edge there. Definitely a more balanced user in terms of the pass-run ratio. I mean, this is one of my classic things. Is I keep telling pass-heavy users to run the ball more, even though they keep dog-walking me every time we play. But, Kareem Hunt's going to get his touches, averages about 4.5 yards per carry. He's not hyper-efficient or anything, but he will, he does have that threat of the running game, which Austin hasn't necessarily shown, only averaging, I think, about 3 yards per carry. Is Deshaun Watson for the first time will drop back wide open to the flats. Is Marshall able to get out of bounds?
I've only played Allen once since he joined mid-cycle, and it was a close game. I remember it basically came down to, I think, the last play or the last quarter. Essentially, I might have pulled away, but I remember being impressed walking out of that game that he was a pretty solid user, and I thought if he had a better team, he might be able to make a run, and here he is now. Very balanced user, and here comes that end around.
Touch pass to 14 once again, and is that Valdez Scantling there, I believe? An interesting guy to give it to on a end around, but, it kind of worked out as we have the first no-huddle.
Speed. He's like 95 speed, I think.
95 speed, Valdez Scantling. Okay, color me wrong as we audible here to trips to the right, kind of an empty formation here for Deshaun Watson, making a series of adjustments. He will drop back as he goes to a man. Wow, what a catch! Touchdown, Cardinals!
What? Oh, Darren Waller effect, man. You hit that high ball in double coverage, and I'll tell you, every time I've played Austin, he is so disciplined on offense, but defensively, he always goes for the pick on the high balls. if you take advantage of that, if Austin doesn't go for that swat, you could have those. And there it was. He had Terrence Marshall way more open, but able to go ahead and hit the tight end then Darren Waller.
Yeah,
great start for the Cardinals, man, with a pick and touchdown.
On the deep pass, I looked open, and for those of you who are just joining us, hi, Robbie. For those of you who are just joining us, Austin on his first passing play of the day threw a pick right to Buda Baker. It was just never open, but I think it was the Max Crosby effect. It was about to get sacked, may have panicked just a little bit, and now here we are. Gonna have to bounce back, because like you said, stealing that early possession did Allen, and that is a huge
What a beautiful stadium.
Yeah, a gorgeous stadium. Yeah, it's a stadium. I've been to the old Georgia Dome, but never Mercedes-Benz now. So yeah, I'm definitely wanting to do that.
Pretty sexy for sure. All right, let's see what Herbert's got here. He's going to answer here. He's going to come out past.
Does have to, and he had RB open. Now it goes to him. And one thing you got to watch out for. I don't think he has one on that side of the field necessarily. Buda Baker does have acrobat, so you gotta account for that at all times here.
And Xavier Howard, I believe, if he's still a Cardinal, he also has acrobat. So he's got a couple people just laying the hell out. And Howard's actually had that tackle there. Yeah. I'd be nervous with these 3 down linemen. Looks like Austin, if he can get the run game going, he's just really, really tough to stop. So I wouldn't tempt him.
Really tough as he threw again at one of those ability corners, but the out route was open. First down of the day. And let me see what we got in here real quick. Y'all know I'm going to do this at least once a quarter. We got King, Dan, Hootie, P-Town, Cam, Justin, thank you all so much. And I know we're a little bit into the game here. Give me your predictions for this one. Who will win the final game of the cycle here? Super exciting.
Probably should have asked that before the pick and the touchdown.
Probably should have. But here we are.
But here we go. Come on, let's see the answer.
10. This is the 4-man rush does not get through as he throws it to the flats there. White not able to get much of anything. And, these 4-man rushes, it's early, but they're getting through. We've seen Crosby get loose a couple times.
They are getting there, yeah. I mean, this Cardinals defense, I remember people talking about it being pretty good, and this offensive line right now just cannot handle this. And he's trying to dump it down to his running back who's just been covered. I didn't see anybody on that play that was open, so, smart play, just dump it down, try to see what we could get.
Of course, you can only contain Austin for so long. We know he's going to come away from this game with points, but if you can get stops on the first 2 drives, man, what an incredible start for Allen that would be. Is interesting alignment here, kind of going into a man alignment. Yeah, might be sending pressure, like you said.
You never want to be obvious what you're doing on defense, because now he's like, okay, you're obviously blitzing, you're obviously man. I'm going to hit this slant, or I'm going to hit this underneath Texas route.
And so he will go to the curl, as that is a big catch in the first down, tight coverage, but he got it in there.
Yeah, that was the one that had the best coverage, honestly. So he had his normal routes that I thought he was going to hit, although I never like when somebody does a slant and an angle route going to the same spot, because I feel like they're just going to run into each other. But ended up working out there with not Gunslinger, but easy mode in general with that curl route. It is just really, 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 really tough to stop.
Really tough to stop. And shout out to Dan. This will be probably the last time we ever see easy mode in this league. So get ready for it. Is number 4 there, just not able to hit the edge. Is it's early. This defense, in terms of the tackles, in terms of the coverage, they are flying around here, not letting Austin get any yards after the catch.
And he's making it I think he's run the ball 1 time. And so I'm kind of curious. I see a lot of these 3 down linemen sets, and he's just not running it. I know it's 2nd and 12, but
5-man rush, quick dump off, and once again, there's just nothing there. 45 again, just able to immediately scream to Austin. Is the would you say this is Austin maybe respecting the secondary, respecting the Xavier Howards and the Buda Bakers of the world, the fact that he is dumping it down so much, or what do you think is leading to this so far?
To be honest, I don't know if Austin even knows he has those 2 players. I think Austin just kind of boots up and just plays the game. He might be locked in like that, but I think he just kind of boots it up, and he just kind of is like, oh, hey, Buda Baker's out there. I think it's just mostly because that pressure affected him so quickly, and now he's going to be looking for the seam on this one.
This is
certainly going to be looking for a seam. Number 4 on an out route, maybe, or a curl.
Coverage as he gets screamed at there, was going to go to the corner. I think he would have had it, but the blitz came through immediately. As again, we start interception and punt here for this vaunted Patriots offense.
I'm refreshing mine because I'm a little far behind than I feel comfortable with. But this Cardinals defense is out to play, and I think Austin just needs to settle in and start running that ball, man. Like he's begging you to run it, and you just keep passing it. And I know Austin can run the ball; he just chooses not to most of the time. So I know you can settle back in, but first thing you need to do is slow down this Arizona Cardinals offense, which did pretty solid on that short field last drive.
Absolutely. Yeah, short field has not had to necessarily drive yet, but we saw just a hell of a catch by Darren Waller in the end zone against double coverage, like you said, to get the touchdown. And now Allen, I mean, it's about as much of a dream start as you can have. A counter to the left as Kareem Hunt takes it for a gain of 3. And I love that play call, as it was not a counter, excuse me.
Nope, it was not. Tried to do a weak box flipping. Did not work. Able to get 3 yards. I mean, it's pretty solid. Yeah, I'm definitely behind. I'm basically like lined up exactly with Better League Network stream, which is ironic.
Oh, yikes.
So I kind of stay behind. But, Allen's a lot more balanced. It's obviously going to be difficult to stop. I'm trying to take a look at the M factors, too, because I know those matter. I don't like going tight like that. Okay, there he goes. He goes back.
Motions Valdez-Scantling out to the left sideline there as he will drop back. Deshaun Watson had a few guys open. Instead, he will go down. Essentially was a 4 verts call there as Carmen, Rashawn Gary is kind of the guy who gets all the headlines in terms of this Patriots pass rush. Carmen, a very capable pass rusher as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the coverage. DJ Chark is what I was looking at off the rip, and he hiked the ball, and he was butt naked. So I was a little surprised that he missed that one, but he's due to miss a few. It's 3rd and 10 here, big play for New England. See if they can do it. Defense can see home team's intended pass target. That's not necessarily
it's not
super OP one.
Crazy, yeah. It's not like a book, I'll tell you that much. 3rd and 10. See, kind of motion Douglas giving the blitz away a little bit here. Although, no, he's dropping into coverage, maybe trying to...
I was going to say, he's maybe 1. So that was a perfect little flip there.
Man rushes. He will go up the sideline!
Nice.
And then it's picked by Stokes as he somehow got both feet in as the smaller DB there able to just moss 88. Damn. And that's tough. That's tough.
That was just a really bad arm punt there. He's going to try to challenge it. It's not going to let him. I'm not sure if his feet are in balance. Maybe a little bit of a break, but I would just look at it as a really bad punt. And then just try to lock him down to a field goal here because he's basically in field goal range. The last thing you want to do is get him a little confidence and get in the end zone.
That's all you can do here. Yeah, try to hold him to 3 as he will have a trap. Number 25, it'll break loose White with 1. It's a beat.
Listen to me. I know what I'm talking about.
The best tactician in this league, Cmass, is in here. Make sure to listen to him, ladies and gentlemen. Right. But, hey, you run the ball against a weak front like that, and look what happens. 37-yard gain as Justin Herbert's going to come out and potentially sling the rock even more here. We'll see. Again, this pass rush has been screaming. Secondary's played very well. So we'll see what he's able to do. Here's where you have a handoff and beautiful blocking. Once again, White does not quite get in, but able to take it essentially to the goal line here.
Yeah, he had the favorable to the bunch side there, and I thought he might be able to punch that one in with those extra blockers on that side, but not able to get it in. But either way, second goal from him, too. You take that. He's going straight goal line with a safety on his wide receiver out there. Let's see.
Full back dive, 35. Tries to break a few tackles, not able to make it. Takes the 1-yard line, blasting the game there. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-0, although New England knocking on the doorstep here was all Cardinals for the first 7 minutes, and then Eric Stokes said, I've had enough of that. Psych, it's not going to be that the first quarter here. We're going to get one more play.
Get it in.
Might try to bait him into a run commit. Is he? Yeah. Ooh, I thought Crosby was going to... We've seen a couple defensive line picks. I thought we might have seen Max Crosby take that the other way. But end of the first quarter, and Sleepy Sultan, a.k.a. Nico, with Tier 1 subscription. Shout out to you, baby.
Thank you, Nico. No doubt he's going for this one. I'd be surprised if it wasn't anything like a fullback dive or something, because that's kind of his standard goal line play for short yardage, although it looks like he's going to come out with 3 wide. So
one of those tight looks. Yeah, just see what type of a look you get as man.
Not a huge fan.
Is he's going to audible question mark? I mean, biggest play of the game for sure for both guys here.
He wants Hewitt.
What a stand this would be out of Allen if he can get
angle. As long as he can get blocking, he's got a touchdown.
Few guys to get as he will drop back wide. Goes to wide. And comes down with it. Touchdown, New England.
Big shout out to Allen, though, with calling that play. He audibled that defensive end to the outside there, and it would have been way more open if he didn't do that. So that was a great audible by him, but an even better play by the wide receiver.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's like one of those 50-50 balls. You see that animation where they get kind of undercut mid-jump. Sometimes that's a drop, sometimes it's a catch, and there the wide receiver able to clutch up as we have a new ball game here. 7-7, Allen again still with the possession advantage, about to get the ball, but what a turnaround here for the Patriots.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen some amazing catches in the end zone by both teams. We've seen both points off turnovers so far. So, I mean, it's basically who's not going to turn the damn ball over might be able to win this game, but it looks like we're going to have a classic again here in the Super Bowl.
I hope so, man. I mean, a nice classic matchup here would be a nice way to end the cycle. I mean, I am going to keep bringing that up. We're about to play, we're about to have about 2 months here without Better League football, so make sure to consume it, make sure to enjoy it while you can, because this is the last we're getting for a while here, so hopefully this is a fun game. It's certainly been a fun game so far. 1st and 10, again, as we start the second quarter here. Deshaun Watson having just thrown a pick to Eric Stokes down the left sideline, able to drop back once again. He doesn't care. He's going for it as he will take a deep shot, not able to come down with it. And honestly, I don't think it was open to begin with.
No. Interesting that Austin made some adjustments there, at least fixing the... Okay, so basically all the things I was about to compliment him for, he just changed. So I'm going to take it back. But Watson there, I mean, like we talked about him being very balanced, and his passing game hasn't looked great today. So let's see if Kareem Hunt can get going.
Kareem Hunt, good usering there by Austin to kind of dissuade Kareem Hunt as the AI defender there, able to pick up the pieces. The trap goes for a gain of 4. Early third and medium here, 3rd and 6, but is this a situation, where maybe 4th and 2, 4th and 3, do you consider using your coach's decision?
No.
Okay, 3rd and 6 here.
4th and inches maybe, but...
As we have a quick route on the drag route there to 14 is, easy pitch and catch there. That was the first read, and he hits it, first down.
Yeah, I mean, Austin... absolute GOAT, obviously, but I would never say I would say he's probably an above average defensive user, but you could definitely score on Austin. So, I mean, it's just really, can the Cardinals kind of slow down the New England offense here and score their points? So that was huge to not go ahead and go 3 and out there.
As he will drop back, has the post open, will take that shot almost with the one-handed catch is Valdez-Scantling, but able to dislodge at the last second.
It didn't matter on that throw because that was a really good throw, but I hate when quarterbacks just like throw it off their back foot animation for no reason. It obviously didn't matter because it was accurate there, and it's just tough. Scantling didn't pull that one in. I'm curious if he did a possession or a rack there. My gut says he tried to do a rack there.
That looked like a rack.
But that's tough. Yeah, I mean, in the Super Bowl, man, you got to just catch that one. Oh,
read option. Deshaun Watson takes a hit, and you got to watch out for those. But able to hold on to it is Watson, 3rd and short.
Clearly, he's on conservative because I don't think we've seen a juke out of him yet. And I haven't seen Austin make that adjustment to conservative either, which has been a big deal in our matchups. So let's see if there's a big fumble or a big play fumble later in the game by the Patriots. But right now, Arizona is starting to kind of get a little bit rolling here.
Yeah, I can say Austin in both of our games this cycle, he definitely wasn't on conservative because I forced a fumble in both of them. Or I just got super lucky. But yeah, we'll see if that plays factor here. Gun tight. Gun
tight with tight coverage usually means out routes or underneath drags.
Whoa, what a throw by Watson. And now that'll prevent what would have been an easy first down. We might see some aggression here out of Allen.
No, he's going to punt it. Oh, is he? Well, I was going to say, I think that Rashawn Gary might have under pressure there because it lit up when he was within a few feet of him, and that obviously forced an incompletion there. The conservative on comp, I don't care. Like, I still fumble on comp, so I always immediately put it on conservative personally. But
you can still fumble on comp. It's just it doesn't have to be, but more often than not, it's the RB, the user strip. Not so much on hit sticks, but. Yeah. 4th and 2, one of the bigger plays of the game here as he will drop back as the corner open, goes to the corner as he has it. Wait for the pick, and that'll cost him. Touchdown, Waller.
Fantastic play there. He had the guts to go for it on 4th and 2 in that situation. Obviously, used his coach's decision. Definitely worth it. Able to go ahead, Darren Waller. It's tough to do man-on-man on a tight end like that. But great job by him to go ahead and float that over the defensive back. A lot of us would have been tempted to try to zip that one in, and he could have easily underthrown that, and that could have been picked off. Great job to go ahead and get it right over the defensive back with a touchdown each play.
And early Super Bowl MVP consideration here. Obviously, we don't know who's going to win, but Darren Waller with both touchdowns so far for Arizona. Now New England going to take it back over. Again, it's been, it has not been the prettiest performance so far by Austin. 3 drives, an interception, a punt, and then, yes, a touchdown, but off a short field. And we shall see what Justin Herbert's able to do here is he has RB open, goes to RB. As he hits, White tries to make a man miss, unable to do so. Gain of 8 as McKee goes down.
I thought for sure that he was going to try to just sit back there and launch it to B. I'm starting to see, he seems to be getting to that first reader, that dump down a lot faster than he normally does. I think that that defensive line is affecting him.
Wide open dump off there to 6, and again, I don't know who anyone is, as we have no huddle here. As I am
That was the guy I just fixed. So Carol,
there you go. As I'm not gonna do the commentator voice here again. Zips it down to White, and 2 Cardinals run into each other. Gain of 7 as McKee with a dislocated thumb, as also immediately says, "Get your ass back in the game."
Yeah, basically. Your thumbs pop it back in place. You're fine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, there he had some seams open. And I remember when I played the Allen last, he did kind of leave those seams there. And when you have easy mode, it just makes it so much easier to hit those. So even if he's not running a vert route, you could still freeform that back to him and get that. He wants the out route here.
Looks quick out route, although it is well covered. And look out, here is that zips in. My goodness, 87 breaks the tackle of Zoma with, I believe, his first catch, either first or second. But that is, again, the most targeted player. So we can expect to see a lot more out of him.
Great job by Austin there, not making the pre-snap. I'm going to throw it to this out route read automatically because Allen made a good adjustment putting the guy out there on that flat there, so it was not there after snap. Able to go ahead and hit Uzama coming underneath. Yeah,
I was a little worried we were about to see a pick 6, so yeah, good patience there by Austin as, again, Justin Herbert. And like you said, continuing to not respect the run here as he will hand it off. White, I mean, did all he could there, honestly. Just the holes weren't there, gain of 2.
Yeah, great job for them just kind of staying in their gaps, being disciplined there on run defense because some people want to over pursue when he goes to the left like that and he hits that cut back, and the linebacker was able to stay there in their gap. So great job there, only getting a 2-yard run.
Absolutely. This is the most calm and composed drive we've seen out of Austin so far. Honestly, the short drive is the blitz.
Oh my God, he's not.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like he had it deep, just didn't see it or didn't want to go to
it. I think he just sees the pressure coming and just dumps it down because Allen is being very aggressive with the blitzes, and I think he'll blitz again here with 2 outside corners. Sorry, not the outside corners, the inside corners here. But if he does, Hewitt or Cooks will be open, so let's see.
Watch that levels concept there. So he will go to it, able to just get the first down. Is Hewitt, as we will have no huddle here again. We're approaching that in the first half, just over 3 minutes remaining here, so the clock's starting to be an issue here. It goes to White as he just gets the throw off, and now White able to break a tackle, breaks 2 tackles, and takes it to the 22-yard line, fighting for his life here. Is White.
Arizona might be on aggressive. Like, I feel like they've gone, or there's the users just going for the strips himself, but it just seems like he's breaking a lot of tackles
and
on this.
Yeah. Against the user as efficient as Austin, I truly don't hate being on aggressive. Like, see if you can steal a drive. He knows he throws it into coverage. We're intercepted by 25, and will this be a pick 6? Stop and go to the 10. And that was not there. Howard says I could get one up on you, Buda Baker, with his own pick.
Yeah, Xavier Howard, I think if you counted from the reboot, I think Xavier Howard has more picks than anybody else. He's just a hell of a player, and he had to have clicked onto Uzama to get that, and just I didn't see the click on. He had Hewitt open on the corner too, which is disappointing because I figured that was his first read, but he went for Uzama and came up short. Xavier Howard just made a great play.
Is once again, that was kind of the Max Crosby effect. There's leave a deep shot, and Moss as him does Marshall makes up for his early loss to Eric Stokes with a huge gain, which will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Austin just doesn't seem to want to go for swats. I mean, so that's why the high balls keep working on him. That's why he hated playing Kumar. Keeps going for those picks, and it just doesn't happen when it's a great thrown ball and it's a tall wide receiver against a smaller cornerback. So he's got to go for the swat.
It's an all or nothing strategy. I get it against guys like Warren, who it's like, this may be the only chance I ever get at a pick, so let me go for it. But not so much here as we have a handoff as Kareem Hunt does not have the blocking. Use the bat pursuit angles a little bit. Excuse me, did
Rashawn Evans, not great angles there by the linebacker. I thought he was going to tackle him for a very at the line of scrimmage or behind, and not a great angle there by the user linebacker. But either way, only 2 yards.
17 viewers in the chat. Appreciate you all so much. What a way to close out strong as Kareem Hunt with Nada as Simmons.
I did not see that coming. because honestly, we didn't do a very good job of saying when the game was. So thank you everyone that's in here. We're in the second quarter. You haven't shouted out who's in the chat. Let's do it. 17 people.
Yeah, man. 1 second. Well, it just went down to 14. That's cool. Didn't like us shouting about.
Oh.
We got King, Dan, Hootie, P-Town, Cam, Alex, Steele, Justin, Nico, Warren, a couple other guys. I'll get to you after this play. Appreciate you all for showing up. And we love you so much as he will drop back and take a deep shot again. Ooh, as no one came down with that.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be an Eric Stokes pick, the second pick of the game.
Yeah.
I didn't see anybody open. He tried to take a shot there. There was 2 people on that, so don't really like that decision, but ended up being a little bit of a bailout for the Cardinals here. We're going to punt it here. Let's see if he gets a decent punt. He's able to coffin corner him.
This is where the 4th down rules. I mean, I'm not sure if he would have gone for it. Is that he's not going to do that? It's not the best punt in the world.
Yeah.
So
speaking of coffin corner, they're bringing back the training camp, minicamp games in the next Madden, and coffin corner was one of my favorite ones to practice in those minigames. So looking forward to that coming back.
Coffin corner was fun. Target practice was fun. I like that one with the running back where you like avoid the targets. Those were cool. A lot of fun mini games, like really cool. As we have no one open, as he's gonna be try to force it to Harvey, as it is intercepted by 23. As that is, I mean, you know, love Austin, 9-time Super Bowl champion, GOAT, etc. A trash ass decision.
Yeah, that's not a locked in Austin Reed. I don't see it. I never see him making that. I didn't even think he'd consider that. I was watching it like, okay, he's not going to throw it to him. And then as soon as I saw that little meter show up for a throw, that's when I was like, oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
That is just not Austin here. Maybe we'll get him locked in for the second half, but Allen needs to take advantage and get 7 points here.
I'll say it's not this season, Austin. We have seen Austin of past season in the cycle maker where he thinks he can make like any throw with easy mode, as we may have goes to the cornerback, clicks on smartly 14, able to, I believe, get out of bounds. Nope, they're going to keep the clock running. But that's the difference there. You know, he clicked on, brought him back towards the ball, and resulted in an easy catch.
Yeah, I just love that. As an offensive user, I love being able to hit those and click on and come back to it. I feel like it's a fantastic thing they added this Madden because I feel like I really couldn't do it.
Watson with a seam shot intercepted by 31. And will this be a pick six? 5 combined picks by these 2 users as we are seeing some reckless football here in Mercedes-Benz.
I'll get it. Yeah, but I didn't see that. And he threw it up to Darren Waller, hoping he could make a play there. I'm not sure if he highballed that one or 31 just made that play.
The angle just wasn't there to begin with, even if he did highball it. Like, that's just like not. Yeah, just wasn't there as we. Oh my God! They got screamed at as goes down as we are going to see a timeout by New England, which is interesting. I thought if anyone, Allen was going to call one, but man, the DB fire came in hot.
Sure did. I honestly hate that dang blitz.
Yeah,
I mean, I like it as a defensive player. Like if I call it, I just feel like it's just. Yeah, I feel like I don't like it because I feel like it works too often.
It's definitely the most effective zone blitz in the game, I'll say. And I say that with not a lot of knowledge. Just, oh my goodness, waves of blocking is 25. Able to get out of bounds as he finally ran the ball against some off coverage against a weak box. Is an easy first down there. 12 seconds, 1 timeout. How aggressive are you getting here if you're Austin?
Might as well. They've been aggressive all game long. So, I mean, he's not going to do anything with 12 seconds unless you throw like underneath and get picked. As long as
we're going to see a Morty
deep.
User blitz as he's forced to dump it off to the drag route. Now 0 timeouts, 7 seconds left. We need either something out of bounds or we need a miracle. Yes, that is the Morty User blitz. You know, I've often said that Morty is the most impactful user in the league, and that is his blitz. Ladies and gentlemen, 2nd and inches. He's setting up some wildness here. I don't know what he's doing with his user. As Justin Herbert rolls out.
Nothing there.
Herbert has nothing. It goes down, and that will be the end of the first half. You know, Cmass, I'll be honest with you, we've definitely seen better played halves of Super Bowl halves in this league's history, but it's a close one, and it's an entertaining one, and that's what you want here. 14-7, Allen.
I'll take this over blowout any day.
Yes,
but yeah, I mean, both users got to get locked in. I mean, honestly, for me, I feel like Austin's made choices that I'm just not used to seeing him make. And Allen, I feel like is kind of he could be up way more based on the way Austin's playing right now. But Austin's done a pretty decent job of holding him down, and Allen's done a pretty decent job not taking advantage, throwing some picks. So let's see. Whoever is the player who gets a little bit more locked in and stops making those choices is going to be the one who wins.
Yeah, I mean, if you told me coming in that Allen was going to come out, throw multiple picks in the first half, including 2, I believe, in field goal range, I would have said, oh, Austin's, winning this in a runaway. But that's not where we are. Instead, Allen, has made some very good defense plays with the zone, some nice defensive play calls, but also this is far from the locked-in Austin we've seen all playoffs long, all regular season long. It's looked really, really good, and it's just the level hasn't been there, but he's got 16 minutes to figure it out here. And I mean, it's only one possession game. First priority is getting a stop here. We'll see if he can do it.
First thing both users need to do on offense is they both need to settle in and run the ball more. Because I feel like they've been there. Looks like an RPO typical setup here, and it's going to be handoff outside and just nothing there. As soon as I saw that setup, knowing Austin like I do, I would have completely audibled out of that crap. But here we are. He's going to get 3-yard loss.
Yeah, didn't have the numbers advantage there at any point as the Sam Will blitz comes in for a loss of 3 there on the stretch. And now Deshaun Watson once again coming out under center on second long. Which is interesting as we are going to see play action here. Interesting play calls. He's going to go. Ooh, for the second time, Watson just misses.
Yeah, a little bit under pressure there. Missed Darren Waller. Hard to do, a 6'6" target who's that fast, but able to go ahead and overthrow him. I really wanted him to run the ball there, and I feel like he would have had a lot of success in that situation because he had safety in at linebacker for that nickel play defense, and I think he would have been able to get to like a 3rd and 4, but now we are 3rd and 13.
3-man rushes. He throws it right to the user. Intercepted by the Patriots. Bolton with a pick as that is now our 6th combined interception by both users.
Yeah, Austin had that play read like a book. He knew exactly. Either he just kind of got lucky and was running that direction anyways, or knew exactly where he was going for it. I'm going to guess it's the latter.
Play action here as he zips it. Oh my goodness! I don't know who that linebacker was, but he made a nice play there on the corner route.
Yeah. Ballsy to do a rollout towards the X Factor lit up Max Crosby. Ballsy. So he's lucky he even got that one off, but yeah, better throw. That's a completion.
As he gets straight out. Ooh, for the second time, I thought we could have seen a D-line pick, but we don't.
He's going with these blitzes, and I just don't understand. Like, if you got somebody who's coming out here throwing those blitzes a lot, I mean, just have those underneath routes where those corners are, and have them go out or sit, and then you can just throw directly there or run the damn ball. Here comes again.
So he sits on the curl, but not able to get it as they will give him the first down. Just gets over the line.
There it is. That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, if he's going to blitz, go ahead and have those short routes and just have them on both sides. If he blitzes on both, you'll have 2 guys open. If he blitzes on one, throw it on the side that he blitzed from or run the damn ball.
A couple of audibles here from Justin Herbert from these New England Patriots. Not really sure what they want to do here against this front. Now going out into empty.
I don't like going empty.
Justin Herbert, good. Well, not even. Well, it was a blitz, but just good pressure there.
I didn't like that. It just seemed like that was just a fail of the AI offensive line. Same thing that happened in real life, or just miscommunication with the right guard and the right tackle because nobody blocked the guy that was going on looked like the stunt. But honestly, I don't think Madden even has stunts yet, which is weird. You'd think they'd have them.
I'd have to watch it back, but yeah, that was kind of odd. As oh my goodness, to see. Ooh, we've had a couple weird deflections. It's been, I don't know. Ball's been popping around there.
I feel like he missed a guy there, and I feel like he had Brandon Cooks open. Brandon Cooks was on a streak, it's a touchdown, but he was running a curl. Either way, it was there. Kind of surprised he missed it on that one. I don't know how much him and Cody love that Texas route.
The snap to throw time here is like 1 second. Like Herbert is snapping, hitting.
Predetermined,
we think. Yeah, but he's checking to see where
going to. Oh no, he just audibled out of it.
Well, no, he's audibling out of it. Is we're gonna have a few more adjustments here.
I'll give you my new prediction when I see it.
Stacked
box. Didn't go with him. There he goes.
Probably spread these guys out a little bit. As he will drop back. Good user here. As no one's open, he'll take a shot. Intercepted by, I believe that's Baker again. It's one of those ability guys, but Kenny Moore, excuse me, getting in on the action. 4 picks for Herbert.
I don't get it. That's just, I mean, nobody was there. I liked his first play way better. I'm so confused that he audibled out of it and went to that more deeper route concept when he thought they were going to be blitzing. His offensive lineman picked it up well and gave him the time, but man, those corners just able to shut it down and another pick when he isn't the opportunity to get a field goal there. So tough.
Now, if you're Allen, you got to be like, my God, like any points on the board here, any type of extended drive, and we can really start like claiming this here. Just don't fuck up. I guess that's the main thing here for Allen is P-Town saying OMG, Dan saying wow. Yep, I feel the same way. There were a lot of like game scripts I was getting ready for. This was not one of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this, and it might not be a very bold take, but this is the worst game I've ever seen Austin play, and he's still within one possession in the Super Bowl.
As far as important Super Bowls as Watson gets screamed at, just gets thrown away. But yeah, in terms of big games like this, your conference championships, your Super Bowls, it's up there. It's right up there, especially given how well he was playing the rest of the season going into this game. Like, it's not like he limped into the Super Bowl. He's pretty dominant, and we've just seen, some very questionable decisions out of him.
Gonna have the running back underneath.
As he, has a few guys open. Oh, wow! A near pick six. A near pick six.
I thought that was a pick six. Again, I've seen a couple times now where the Cardinals, it could, I want to say bailouts, but there have been opportunities where they could have been picks that haven't and ended up being punts. And that field position's huge for Austin, who's somebody's having a real hard time scoring right now. So, yeah, a couple different things could have gone New England's way here, but he has the opportunity. Again, playing like absolute dog crap, but still within one score. And now Allen's starting to lean towards that dog crap side.
Yeah. First and 10 here. 5:37 remaining as he does that. We kind of had the blocking. Oh my God, as White fights three men off. Almost fought a fourth. Some weird like clipping animations going on there, but a big gain there for the running back.
Love the audible to flip it there, trying to go for the weak box. Had the blocking, and then White did a little bit of extra there. I swear he must be on aggressive. Like these broken tackles shouldn't happen.
Something's going on as it is 1st and 10 as we're starting to see. Finally maybe going a bit more run heavy as White once again has room. White again breaks 3-4 tackles, and I think you're onto something here with this aggressive.
Yeah, although I feel like Austin now, he might be on conservative. We just missed it at the beginning of the game because just the way he's running the ball, no jukes or nothing, it's having me believe that he probably switched it. Learned his lesson here. Showing blitz, I don't know.
Really stacking the box here. So he's going to go play action. Is really good
user.
Forces him to throw it away. That's perfection by Allen.
To be honest, if that was me, I'm throwing a pick because I did not see that user to the last second. I saw X off the rip, and as soon as I came out of that roll, I was throwing it, and that would have been a pick. So great job by Austin to be patient there because I definitely would have thrown a pick if it was me.
100%. Yeah, really well done by both guys there. Now, 3rd and 3 here. We shall see whether we got some curls on the left. We got a few guys. Well, I was saying good usering, but didn't commit to it. Did Orchard now approaching the red zone is Justin Herbert.
Yeah, I mean, so eventually Allen's going to learn with Austin. I would say probably 90% of the time, if the running back is not staying in the block, he's running a Texas route or just underneath flat.
Yeah,
so if you see him going after that, I always just stick to the middle there. Don't even go to the out.
Play action as he may go to egg, does go to egg, popped up and picked once again by the Cardinals. It will not be a pick six. I'm not going to yell it.
Yeah, don't even say it. Yeah.
Xavier Howard once again getting in on the fun as both offenses are sinking into a crater here in Atlanta. I don't know what I'm watching.
So used to seeing Austin like click on and bring those guys back to go ahead and lock in the catch. I don't know, maybe he has a connection issue or something because he usually does that. And that's the only thing I can think of that he wouldn't normally click on is maybe he's just having a hard time getting it in. I don't know. It just seems off.
I mean, it's the second time now we've seen like a catchable ball to Ozoma and just doesn't react in time, whether it's a connection issue, like you said, or, dare I say it, is Austin feeling nerves? I don't know. But, like, something's happening where he's not
I didn't even consider that.
Something's happening. As we have a stretch here, Kareem Hunt not able to do much. I'm going to say it again, like, any type of points on the board. I mean, my God. You cannot go 3 and out here for Allen. Or throw a pick, obviously. Yeah, the no huddle's interesting. In this type of set, as he will drop back. 4-man rush again. It's a bomb setup. It's Deshaun Watson with a wide open crosser. Gets it in for a gain of 23.
Yeah, great patience there. I was never even looking on the right side of the field at that point. So great patience to find that. And kind of lucky the fact that there wasn't an under pressure throw or anything because it was a guy in his face. So great dot there by Deshaun Watson, Super Bowl.
3 for 100 for Darren Waller, including 2 touchdowns as the dive
pretty good
gets stuck.
We call that a playmaker. That's the kind of stats I'm expecting from Kyle Pitts in real life next year.
Yeah.
3 catches, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Sorry, who's throwing it to him?
A gentleman of Desmond Ritter.
Ooh, okay. I don't know if I'd expect those stats then. 2nd and 7. 2:30 remaining as he will once again drop back. A lot of dropbacks under single back. Is setting up for a bomb as he may have a step. Let me shut up. Intercepted by Stokes again. Yuck.
I don't get it. Like you're playing lights
God.
out on defense. Why are you taking these shots into double coverage? It didn't help that Darren Waller and Valdez Scantling ran into each other. But I just don't see the point of taking those risks when you can just pound it, and get 3 points, and it's a 2-possession game.
5-man rush as he will go to the flats once again. The man you just re-rolled to give what did he get? Something useless. He got reach for it. So very helpful.
Yeah, still says these dudes stink. They're certainly playing
like this. 5-man rush as he almost uses it as weird animation there. But Carroll with the second straight catch.
Yeah, that was tough. Then he had no shot at that. Devin White. As I sit here with 7 wins. I mean, still, honestly, if these guys, either one of them were playing a user that wasn't playing like absolute dog shit, they'd be getting blown out. Yeah. But both these users are not playing well.
I mean, they'll both, regardless of the result of this game, they'll both come in here and tell you that they sucked. They're both going to be, I think, pretty honest and upfront about it. It's just, who is going to, with this being a one-possession game, who's going to be able to make the plays here? Or
have we done a post-game interview with Allen before? I don't even know what he sounds like.
Yeah. We've, or I've done a couple.
Okay,
good guy. Quality guy, that Allen. And
yeah, he's, I think he's down from South Carolina. I don't know if he's still here, but South Kakalaki, he's a pretty good dude. Good buddy of Marshawn Lattimore's apparently too. Apparently, I posted a photo of him, and he showed me a photo of him and Marshawn Lattimore. It's pretty cool.
Dropped 15 on John Wall once in an AAU game, so he's already by far the best athlete in the league by a country mile, ladies and gentlemen.
Gotta be.
31 passes, 9 rushes is the balance here as he will once again drop back as he look out. Ooh, is he able to lead him to the left there as Carroll makes a couple men miss. Good dig route by Herbert.
I'm sure he's going to hit the one-on-one with Hewitt.
Yeah.
Did not do it, but able to go ahead and get him underneath. Take it.
Yes, he will, as that is a handoff here as White. With, I was going to say nice blocking, not able to do a ton there was the receiver. That'll go for game 3.
Popping off 10-point-something yards per carry. I mean, I would expect him to do a lot of pounding the ball in the fourth quarter until Arizona can prove they can stop the run.
Yeah. That would be... or would have been my expectation, excuse me. No, I mean, Justin, you get steal on John Wall.
Auto flip either.
On the pickleball court, that's tough as the guy's glitching out again. Intercepted
He's
by
there. How is he missing it?
Xavier Howard. Herbert. Stop. I don't know how to finish that. What are we watching?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, he had Hewitt again wide open, and he must have predetermined, and Xavier Howard just...
Take the end of half drive out of Austin. How many straight turnovers is this for both users? I think we've seen 7 straight picks combined, literally.
Every possession has been a pick since
mid-second quarter. Yeah.
It's just, and I don't know if I'm not giving their defense enough credit, but for me, it's both offenses just not playing well.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the last time, all cycle. Put your fours in the chat.
Put them up, everybody. Put those fours in the chat.
14-7 as Allen, despite a shaky performance by Deshaun Watson, is looking to secure his first ever Super Bowl and add another name to the Hall of Champions to end the cycle. Will he be able to do it, or will Austin's defense be able to continue to clutch up here, and will Austin do something on offense to flip the script as Watson drops back as he goes to the drag route Marshall? Or is that Valdez Scantling? I think that's Valdez Scantling, excuse me, with a gain of 3.
Yeah, I mean, I told you pre-cycle, I said, hey, bro, P-Town and this new guy Allen's going to join the Hall of Champions. I called it. I don't know why everybody's acting surprised.
Absolutely. P-Town's going to do it on All-Pro. Allen's going to do it against the GOAT here as he will once again drop back, have the drought route open. Instead, it goes to a wide open curl route as Darren Waller continues to cement his potential Super Bowl MVP candidacy.
Great throw there. I mean, hard to overthrow Darren Waller. He's done it a couple times in this game. Let's see if he recognizes the rush here.
Hand off to Kareem behind his 3 Patriots work together to bring him down.
Broke out in 23, says Dan. They sure have. Both of them have been great guys, too. I've got to say. Warren and Allen. P-Town, just kidding. P-Town also a great guy, too.
Nah, P-Town's...
All have been good additions. Ironically, the one that probably wasn't the best was the one who was the head of the league, right?
2nd and 9 as he will drop back once again. Goes to a wide open flat. Ooh, unlucky to step out of bounds there. Could have been a first down.
Yeah.
3rd and 3. And honestly, I'm running the ball and I'm kicking a field goal if I have to because Austin has shown nothing.
Yeah, that's what he should do. But
will he
so far, the game's telling me he's passing this and throwing it in double coverage.
I see. It's not said hand off Kareem Hunt. Just.
Wow, he got
barely.
a first on that? Oh, yeah, I guess he
the
fell
first.
over.
Yeah, it was tight. It was close, but...
He listened to what we said. He must have the BLN stream up. Smart guy.
If there's one man you want tactical advice from, or 2 men, it's Connor Rice and Andrew Maschio, ladies and gentlemen.
Maschio.
We'll take Maschio, the 2 greatest
Connor Reese.
minds. Say again?
I said Connor Reese and Andrew Maschio. Just said it's not how you pronounce it.
Conner Reese, Andrew.
Conner Reese. Yep.
Maschio, as we will have a off tackle or wide zone there for a loss of 1. Dan, the ball spots have been crazy all playoffs. I don't know if you've seen some of these games. I've called them out on a couple. There have been some crackhead ball spots by these referees. I don't know what's going on. Brisker,
base defense.
Hero of the divisional round is I think we're going to see Kareem Hunt continue to get the ball here, and Allen's going to be content to take us through.
Might as well. I mean, he'd be silly not to, in my opinion. To go ahead and just keep pounding it, kick that field goal, and prove that Austin can score. He hasn't scored since, I think, his 2nd possession.
Something like that. As we have a read option, Kareem Hunt. Oh my goodness, Kareem Hunt gets a little... tried something there, but took some time off the clock. First time out for New England as we were going to see the field goal unit come out.
All that for a yard.
I mean, it's a Super Bowl. I respect the heart, At least keep the clock running for nothing else. Kick is up. Kick is good as the kicker gets decleated.
Yeah, I was going to say, if that was actually something Madden called... maybe looking to go for a first down here, but was not called. Why the timeout?
I mean, you got to save 40 seconds at some point. Might as well save it now. I don't know. I mean, I don't think that's like a bad time to use a timeout.
I mean, there must have been something going on in his head that we might not know about, might not be able to predict. But it might come back to haunt him, but we shall see. I mean, honestly, I think 4 minutes is an eternity.
Hitch corners taking a play out of the Connor Rice playbook here as he will go to the seam shot. Not Roddy White, Jesus Christ.
Roddy White, man. Falcon great. Shoot up the Seahawks in that one playoff game. I still have nightmares. 1st and 10 once again. I can't speak. That was risky for
it was definitely not a curl route, but it was a nice gain of 4.
We're going to see a few things curl routes today. I've just been keeping quiet.
Gonna see no huddle the rest of the way as Herbert takes off and sips it in there to number 2. Is I do think he is on aggressive tackling.
Gotta be.
As we will continue.
I thought he was gonna check out to Uzama there, to be honest.
To see no huddle, the goal here is to score before the 2-minute warning. Just time-wise, 3-man rush goes to the wheel route. White. Once again, not able to get the first down. Able to get about a gain of 8, gain of 9 there. Again, we're going to continue with no huddle. The analysis is going to be very thin on this drive, ladies and gentlemen. 5-man rush gets screamed out. Look out. And it's attempted again. And that is going to all but seal Allen's first Super Bowl victory here. Congrats to him.
Wow. I mean, I just never saw Austin playing with 7 turnovers. I just never would have. I don't know if he's thrown 7 picks this year. So it's tough to see that. And I'm curious when we get him in here, what was going on, that just off day or what? But that's going to be my question for him. It's just like 7 picks. I don't think he's ever thrown 7 picks in a game. I just don't believe it.
I mean, I've played Austin as we have is he threw it right to the guy, but that is caught, and Darren Waller is going to trounce through Atlanta and seal the Super Bowl. Touchdown.
Wow. Absolute dog of a play there. Play call to go ahead and say, you want to go ahead and expect me to run this ball out? Nah, let me go ahead and absolutely seal it. That was a dog call right there. Darren Waller, 3 touchdowns, got to be the MVP of the game. I mean, no doubt. That was just the whole defense, honestly. Yeah.
It's like if they gave it to like the LOB that one year. Yeah, Xavier Howard, Kenny Moore, Buda Baker with a combined 6, I believe, out of the 7 picks. Shout out to Becca. Yeah, I mean, that's 3-possession game. That seals it. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
like Dan said. Congrats. Uh, uh, uh. We good?
Or Becca came in like, I need you to scratch my back. So I'm here like I'm scratching her back and shit.
Nah, do what you got to do. 1st and 10. I mean, the game's over here. We'll see if
yeah, I'm not mad about it.
Herbert continues. Probably the bet. Well, no. I mean, less than 200 yards, 7 picks. Congrats to Allen. First off, I mean, a masterclass of a defensive performance. Had all the right play calls at all the right times. But I think, and with no discredit to Allen whatsoever, I mean, the primary story of this game is going to be just, I don't know what Austin was doing. Oh my God.
Dope ass throw though.
Yeah, that was nice.
A little late there to hit that one, but I'm surprised we didn't see more shots like that or more corners. And I think it's honestly just because he's been under duress like crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not sure if Austin's used to somebody playing that aggressive, because I'll be honest, most people don't have the guts to call that many blitzes.
A shot to Uzomah. Ooh!
That's tough. I thought he had that easily. Not like it matters at this point, but I thought he had that easily.
We're going to see another user join the Hall of Champions, man, and a very good guy, Allen. Always super kind and be super respectful in the chat. I'm happy to see him join. It's a good way to end the cycle.
Oh boy, Herbert's going to get his head taken off. Phew. Yeah, Becca has the most impressive highlight reel of M23. Not gonna lie, yeah.
Up there
with the washer machine thing, the picking her nose thing, the shut the fuck up. She's got a lot of them.
We can that'll be our final YouTube production, is we can just do a Becca super clip of all the moments, all the Madden 23 moments. But guys, I'm gonna ask you in the chat. We got a lot of you in here, as we wrap up on this cycle with an Allen victory. What's gonna be your favorite memory, your favorite game, just your favorite whatever from the cycle? Because obviously, bad circumstances with the reboot, bad circumstances. We had a lot of just uncontrollable stuff not go our way, but still another cycle with the brothers. So let me know what you're going to take away from this cycle in terms of good memories, good moments.
Well, you said good at the last second, because my memory basically was making the run of the AFC Championship was my only basically run I had all cycle long, and then just Jonathan Taylor absolute dogging me. It just felt like just a fate run that I just could not stop, and that's going to be my memory of M23, is that game and that run. But honestly, I thought, oh God.
Justin Herbert is going to fumble it to seal his least valuable player candidacy, 99, the big boy. Fumbles it out of bounds. But that's going to do it. But yeah, continue your thought.
Yeah. I basically just that was going to be it. Was my that's my takeaway. And overall, I thought it's been a fantastic cycle. I mean, but despite the reboot, I mean, how much does that prove that we got a bunch of dogs in the league, man?
Yeah, man.
A couple guys respectfully bowed out. Fully understand. Nothing against those guys, but everybody that stayed, absolute dogs, able to go ahead and finish out the cycle here with a full reboot of Fantasy League. So, I mean, dogs, all of us.
My favorite memory of the cycle is going to be, I remember way back in Madden 18 when people did the, I think it was Chase actually did this for me as well. He did the humble holiday where they gifted me money without me knowing. I think I'm going to take away when we, gave Alex however much that was. That was just a nice moment. I really enjoyed that. And with all the videos and stuff. Just a nice gift for nice guys. Yeah, as far as gameplay
on it and have her film a reaction video.
Yeah. That would have been nice.
Next time.
As far as gameplay goes, the 2 seasons I had with Jonathan Taylor, that is, even with Bandard, even with everything, that is the most dominant Madden running back I've ever used. And had there, not to sound like Justin, but had there not been an EA moment, had there not been a reboot, I think I could have gone on a run with Jonathan Taylor. But we'll never know, ladies and gentlemen. We will never know.
They cheated you. Braxton Berrios
cheated me, damn it.
God, that was a good one. Braxton Berrios returner. That's an all-timer for sure.
Yeah. That's definitely the play of the cycle, not even close. Might be the play of the whole league. I've never seen something like that.
In my opinion, that's up there with Ochoa.
Yeah.
That play should be remembered. Now, Ochoa's really like a meme, so that's obviously a lot easier to remember. People bring it up a lot more often. But as far as great plays in a Super Bowl moment, everything like that, Braxton Berrios' return has to be at least top 3.
As the time continues to tick down here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, I don't. Thank you, Justin. I do not have We Are the Champions ready, but you can imagine it pouring down here in Atlanta as the Arizona Cardinals, Allen's Arizona Cardinals, will raise the Lombardi Trophy for the first time. Congrats to him. I hate to say it. Congrats to Deshaun Watson. Congrats to everyone for this amazing run. You know, the 1 seed was dominant all the way through the NFC playoffs, and then able to secure it with a big, big win over the GOAT, over Austin's New England Patriots. Congrats to Allen. We will get to post-game interviews in a sec.
It's a fantastic run by Allen, man. Allen going ahead and just running the gauntlet to get here to the Super Bowl. MVP's got to be Darren Waller or basically that whole defense. I think they're going to give it to Deshaun though for some reason. But fantastic run there by Allen. I remember when we only played one time. I was like, yeah, that was tough, and he didn't really have a team that he could put together. So fantastic job. Him getting like Xavier Howard out there, Buda Baker, Kenny Moore were all out there just making plays today. Just a fantastic job.
Absolutely. I mean, it's on paper, it's one of the scariest defenses of the league. You know, you include Max Crosby, you know, that vaunted pass rush. It seemed like every guy that the Arizona Cardinals defense had all stepped up in big ways. You know, like you said, multi-interception games. As I don't know if we ever saw who the MVP was, so that's tough. I'm giving it to Darren Waller, but
Darren Waller or basically the whole defense of the Cardinals for sure. And we got both of these in whenever you're ready.
Absolutely. As we do go to the Discord here, what a way to close the cycle, a 24-7 win. Allen, you have just won your first Better League Super Bowl. Talk to me, baby.
Man, I feel good, man. I was before the game, Pete Town sent me a speech, and it just had me cracking up, man. So I was just like, I'm gonna try to lock in and win this. Honestly, it was a rough game for us both, but I'm really happy that the defense stepped up. Not gonna lie, it kind of got to me looking at the voting, and every week to see no one voted for me. I kind of knew if I'm locked in, I can beat anybody. So props to Austin. He's a heck of an opponent. We go at it every Madden, like literally every Madden. That was a rough game for us both. My defense just made the most plays. And, it was a fun game, man. It feels good. Definitely feels good. So I'm happy about that.
So you come out, obviously, like you said, not the prettiest offensive game from you able to do enough to get it done in the second half. But I want to talk about your defensive strategy because you come out and really from the first drive, hyper aggressive, sending a lot of guys, sending a lot of blitzes, sending a lot of creative blitzes from different angles. But it just felt like all throughout the game, it was just heat coming in. And then on the few occasions where he didn't send heat, Max Crosby or one of those elite, pass rushers he had was getting in. So do you credit, maybe the rough game that Austin had or whatever else you want to credit to, do you credit it to your defensive strategy?
For the acrobat picks, I say no, but for the rest of them, I say yes. And the reason why I say yes is because I know playing, I don't know if it's Gunslinger or Pass Lead Elite he has, but I know playing that, you can't play vanilla defense or your guys won't react. So I knew I had to throw some crazy coverages behind me and send looks that he hadn't seen all season. And so I was like, if I lose that way, I gotta put forth my best foot. And I feel like in the past playoff games, I've kind of failed to whoever I was playing and got lax. And I was like, I just got to get back to like what makes me feel comfortable. And it worked. So I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, man. Cmass, what do you got?
Yeah, man, that defense you were just talking about, they were able to basically keep it in the game because the offense, after those first two touchdowns, were really struggling. And it felt like you just kept bringing Austin back in the game, kept bringing him back in the game.
Yeah.
And obviously the defense did kind of get you, your defense got you back in it. But I want to know, like, your thought process on offense because you were still being very aggressive until kind of the very end. Yep. So I want to kind of hear your thought process on that and how you settled back in and able to seal it.
So I forgot that I got ball at half, and I was contemplating, should I just get points or should I score? But I know Austin, he can score, man. So I was like, I don't want to settle for 3 and then it comes back to bite me. So I went for it and I threw the pick and I'm like, dang, I could have took 3. And so towards the end of the game, Well, offensively, I was just like, you know what? Let's just get on defense. So I was trying to score quick. Running game couldn't do anything at all. Nothing new. But running game was just completely boxed. So I was like, okay, let me just try to get some chunk plays and just get points. And so at the end of the game, I was like, all right, I'm in field goal range. I'm running every play and I'm taking 3. I don't give a crap.
Yeah.
I'm living with my defense. And because I knew if I tried to score there, I would have lost that game. I know Madden. I know Austin. He would have really been dialed in to score.
Yeah, you would.
So I was like, nah, let me just take 3. I trust my defense. You're not finna just march on the field. I know every shot play in the game and how to stop it. So I was willing to live with that.
Yeah, well, congrats again, man. We'll get to you for kind of your final thoughts on the game, the cycle, all that. For now, we move on to the losing coach, Austin. Obviously, not the way you want your cycle to end. Still, great run to get here. Beat some great users in the AFC to make it this far. Just quick thoughts on the game before we get to questions.
Incredible, man. Absolutely incredible. I'm sitting here with a smile on my face, man. I mean, in all seriousness, that was, they're like, and I catch a lot of slack on it sometimes when I say like, there are guys that like have good records and, they like do their thing. Like to me, what we just played, like that's a chess match. That's a Madden game. And that's just something that like Allen, I know he's been putting in that time, man. I haven't been putting in that time. I'll be the first to tell you, but that got me excited for like the mutt grind in like 24 and shit, bro. Like throwing those defenses at me, man. Like when you talk about being in a like that was all you can do is literally just tip your cap. I mean, that's it. That's all I can do, bro. Like that's a dog who came out there and put it out on the biggest stage. And I'll be the first to tell you too, just like what Alan said, dude, like, I looked at the voting booth today when I was just clicking through to clear channels out and I saw it was 6-0. And I was like, yo, like you got to throw a little respect on Alan's name, man. And, I feel like this league is very much into like the recency bias. Like I was all in on Warren, and then everyone was like, oh yeah, Warren, haha. And then Warren comes out and wins like 2 or 3 Super Bowls. And now everyone like slobs his knob. Like Alan's that guy, man. Like 6-0 was disrespectful. And the work that guy's been putting in, dude. I mean, Alan, this is for you, bro. Good game, man. Absolutely had me in a box, dude. It's one of those losses where it's like you look back and it's like, yeah, like I didn't play good, but I got outplayed. And it's like my head will hit the pillow tonight and I won't be like, damn, like I'll be like, yo, like a better user beat me today. Like the better man won today, hands down. There were 2 or 3 tipped picks that I wish that like didn't go that way, but when you got dogs out there, they're gonna make plays. Dogs make plays. Yeah, dude. I mean, just fucking great game, man. Honestly, great game. And I would love to see what that little memo that P-Town sent you was, because that'd be real funny. Because you're a dog. You're a dog. I'll leave it at that.
Austin, I want to ask you about recency bias, and yes, I am on my messy bitch energy, but that's how we close the cycle. I mean, we're both in the same channels, right? We've seen some guys maybe putting some disrespect on their name, maybe playing into that recency bias you were talking about. Obviously, not the way you wanted to end the cycle, still made it here, but heading into Madden 24, how does the disrespect from certain users, and we'll leave it at that, how does the disrespect from certain users fuel you to really, continue to prove that you are the Jordan, the LeBron, the whoever of this league going into next cycle?
I got to be honest with you, Connor. If this was Austin of 3 years ago and I just took this L, I would have been like, damn, man. Like, I'd be like legit pissed. I'm smiling because I know the better man won today. At the end of the day, dude, if you go to my game share and you look at the hours that I've put into Madden, like from Madden 19 to now, like every year I feel like you're going to shave off like 2 or 3 more days from that. To the point where like this Madden, man, like, I'll be blunt, and from everybody but P-Town when he wanted to just like throw some random slander in there. But from anyone who's saying I fell off, like, bro, I've taken a step back. I don't know any other way to say it. Like, I guarantee if I was grinding mutt like how I was in like 19 and 20 and I just played Allen, like that would have been a lot more competitive game. But like My boy is grinding, and I know he's deep in the lab there. Me, this was the most disappointing cycle of my personal career to date, hands down. I didn't win a playoff game till last season. I deserve all the hate. You know what I'm saying? I really do. With that said, I'm thankful to be in this league, and I'm always going to give it my best. Like I say to Dan all the time, basically Dan, Hootie, I say to these guys all the time, like, if I'm grinding mutt, like, and I'm locked in, like, just watch out. It's that simple. Just watch out, because like that would have been a thriller of a game we just played. But when I'm playing like very casual, like how I have been these past like couple of years, like, dude, I threw 4 picks against Dan last year in the Super Bowl and won. Like, I was lucky to win that thing, and I admit it. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mind hasn't been in Madden, but like I still love Better League to death. But like, I'm just a different man than I am from Madden 18, Madden 19, Madden 20, Madden 21. Like, I've graduated, like, got a full-time job, got an apartment, like, doing like different things, man. It's just like the Madden grind to me is just not as deep as it was back in the day. To me, that's okay. I still know that I can compete with the best dogs. But moving forward to 24, I'm still going to give it my best go. I love Better League. To answer your question, though, it's really just a matter of how much grinding I put in on my spare time. It's that simple.
Personal growth, and I love that for you, like, genuinely. Cmass, what do you got?
Yeah, man. I gotta say, Austin is just so well spoken. Just every time I hear him talk, I'm like, man, like, that's a great point. And I'm like, oh man, like that's a fantastic way to put it. So I don't know. Every time you talk, man, it just gets me hyped up. I want to ask you a question, and I could harp on you about the way you play today, and harp on you about you're running 10 yards a pop, and I feel like you could have ran a lot more. But I want to hear from you. If you were to, after you just played and you were to start the game over, what would Austin then game plan would have been, or things you would have changed to think that you could get back in this game? Or do you feel like you had, no matter what you changed, Allen would have came out with a dub?
I think the only thing I would have changed is I honestly would have did what I did 365 days ago when I played Dan, to the point where it was like, I was like, just kind of lollygagging along. And then it's like, oh shit, I find myself in the Super Bowl. And I would have taken, the 2 to 3 extra days to really grind and prepare and watch film and like really just go about it. And that's no disrespect to Allen. I'm going to be honest. Allen in 23 was better than Dan in 22. And I'm sorry, Dan, I don't mean to upset you when I say that, but like, Allen, like, that's a dog. That's a legit dog. And I would have definitely taken more time to prepare. The defenses he was throwing at me, that's stuff that I know if I'm fully like putting the hours in and the time in, like, I'm going to find different route combos to break that. I'm going to find different little loopholes to get through there. But, at the end of the day, I didn't do my homework, and that's a guy that's in the lab. That's a guy that's just putting that work in. That's why I'm saying, like, my head hits the pillow tonight and I'm like, damn, it's a cap tip. That's all it is to me. That's a dog who showed up and played his best game. Not even his best game. He played a good game, and, he made a lot more plays than I did, for sure. He deserves it.
Absolutely. Well, again, Austin, congrats on your growth. Congrats on, a fun cycle for you. And I'm sure we'll see you back, Madden 24, ready to compete. Look forward to that. But for now, Allen, close the cycle out for us. This is going to be the final speech anyone gives all cycle. So whatever you want to talk about, man. Again, congrats on your Super Bowl. The floor is yours.
Thanks, man. So to, I guess, respond to Austin, you don't have anything to prove to anybody, bro. Like, you're a heck of a player. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I have not been in the lab. The last time I played like a lot was when I played Mutt. And ever since then, I joined Better League, and I just hop on to play league games. And so it's just like, but like, like if you know the game, if you're knowledgeable, like, you can compete. It's just a matter of locking in. And I mean, I'll talk to Dan and whoever, and they'll tell you, like, I was not confident in any of the games. And I finally started to feel like myself last game, defensively. And I know if defensively was there, like, offense really didn't matter. But nah, bro, you don't have anything to prove to anybody. Like, we go back and forth all the times we play. Like, you're still a dog. Like, forget what everybody's saying, bro. Like, just life happens. I have a daughter now. Like, who we might take a step back, but at the end of the day, we're both competitive, and we're just here to have a good time, and that's all that really matters, bro. So I'll
Amen
close
to
y'all
that,
out.
bro. Absolutely.
Yeah, man, to say thank y'all for the opportunity to join. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Really enjoy meeting you guys. Y'all are hilarious in the chat. And I really, really look forward to next year. Please don't take the team I want. If you know me, you know who I want. Because that's the only team I play with. But but yeah, you guys have a blessed evening, and man, it's been fun.
What a way to close the cycle, Cmass. Yeah, guys, thank you all so much for a great cycle. Again, I was just saying it kind of in the end of this game. There were a lot of opportunities for the league to fold this cycle, and we stay strong. We stay here and get ready for some content in early August. Obviously the Lotto and team reveal show will be coming. Dates to be announced. Details to be announced, but that will be coming early August. And Cmass, man, thank you for another great cycle of content. It's been a fun one.
Yeah, speaking of content, just because the cycle's over doesn't mean the content's over. Still going to be some articles that come out. Justin said he's going to work on the awards. I already have a couple content idea that I want to do before we do the lotto balls.
Yeah.
Which I'll make an announcement tomorrow as far as when your lists will be due and instructions and stuff like that. But yeah, fantastic cycle. Look forward to doing all this in the off season. Hopefully Becca didn't hear all that because I promised her I was going to take an off season. but it's going to be great, man. I'm looking forward to it. And big congrats to Alan. I'm about to DM him. I just hit the enter button. But just a fantastic run there. And I hope that he continues next cycle and gets a couple more.
Super Bowl 45 champion Allen wins it in a 24-7 game over Austin's Patriots. And with that, the Madden 23 cycle is over. Again, thank you all so much for sticking around, making this the best league in the damn world, in my opinion. I mean, this is the only league I've ever been in, but still the best league in the world. And we'll be back with the content. Thank you all so much for that. Again, congrats to Allen.